Hey everybody, it's Becca and I am here to take you through my everyday makeup routine. I have a giant bag full of products and half of them I don't really use, but I'm going to go through what I do use and give you a step-by-step tutorial. So first things first, this is my first makeup tutorial where I'm doing it myself. Last time I had Emma, who is a professional makeup artist, showing y'all how to do her step-by-step process. But today it's just me. So I'm gonna go through the key products that I use and show you how I apply them. Everyone does it differently, so don't take this as like Bible, but just a little guide. So all I have on my face right now is a liquid bronzer. It's from NARS and the color is Laguna. And sometimes I just put it on when I want a little extra tint because I'm kind of pale right now. So I normally start with foundation after I put moisturizer on and then I have the liquid bronzer and then I go into foundation. Sometimes depending on my mood, I'll either do a tinted moisturizer, a BB cream, or a full coverage foundation. Just depends on my mood, how I'm feeling. Okay. So I'm gonna go through each of those products. I'm gonna do the full coverage one today just to show y'all what I do, but it's everyday use too. I can't find anything because oh, here it is. Okay, so if I just do a tinted moisturizer, I use the Mercier, and this is the natural shade, and then I also have the other one that's warm. And then if I wanna do a CC cream or BB cream, I do the SuperGoop. And this is in, I think it's light medium. And this actually is really good coverage. So it's a step above the tinted moisturizer, but a step below the full coverage. And then today I'm gonna be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay in medium tan honey. Okay, the next process is how you apply it. So sometimes I just use my hands. Depending on if I want more of like a light coverage, I'll just do it with my hands. And then if I want something that's a little more coverage, I'll either use this really disgusting beauty blender that needs to be cleaned, that should have been done before we started this video, or I'll use one of those paddle brushes that looks like a spoon, but I don't have that with me today. So today I'm using a gross beauty blender. I highly recommend cleaning them because it can get bacteria. I just spit everywhere. It can get bacteria on your face, but I'm gross and did not clean mine in a while if you are looking at it. Okay, so I'll just put the foundation on my hand right here, and I just do a little dab, and then I just dab around my face, and you just do quick little motions, get in the crevices. They actually have really cute tiny beauty blenders that get into the creases of your face, like up here by your eye, but I just go savage and get it all over there. I'll clean it up if it gets messy. So just do all around the face. See, I mean, it really this foundation does a really good job. It covers pretty heavily, but I like Tarte because it's mostly, I think it's like a natural based. I feel like it's oil-free, which is huge for me because my skin gets sensitive. And also I had some serious skin issues last year, and I'm gonna do a skincare routine soon, so stay tuned for that. But Shani Darden, who is my esthetician, and her suggestions have totally changed my skin. Okay, so I'm finishing up my foundation. I did not ration that well because I had a lot left, but that's okay. Also, I forgot my first step when I normally start my makeup. I got excited and got going, but I normally put a gloss on my lips just to moisturize them. So when I put my lip gloss or lipstick on at the end, they're nice and moisturized. This is I'm wiping this on my pants. This is the GlamGlow POUTMUD, and it's a wet lip balm treatment. And the color is Love Scene, but I love it. It kind of gives like a little tingle, and it's just like a nice, like, you know, shine. Okay, so now that my foundation's done, I am going to use my contour kit, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the light to medium tones. You can see what I use most. And I don't like to do a super heavy contour because I like to keep my makeup as natural as possible, but I do like to add some cheekbone dimension. Is it dimension or dimension? Dimension. I'm all dimension. So this is the brush I use. I don't even know if this is a correct contour brush, but it works for me. And I could not tell you what it is. It has no label on it, so this is what it looks like. And I just do a little dab. And I just do it right here. It's like if you were to pucker your lips. I remember this was Jessica Simpson on Newlywed. She was like, that's where you contour. Why I was following Jessica Simpson's advice that closely? She was the queen at the time. Still queen, just Newlyweds is gone. Broke our hearts. Okay, so do the other side. It really is like a vulnerable situation doing like doing my mirror face in front of y'all. And I didn't realize how like intense it was until I was doing it in front of a camera. And then sometimes after I do my cheeks, I'll just do my jawline. It conceals the gob a little bit. You know, the gob, this thing. Try to conceal it as much as possible. Okay, so then that's really all I do on my face and like my jawline. And then I contour my nose as well, but it's very simple. I just do the sides up until my eyebrow right there. And you want to keep it, like you want to have a little bit of a shade, but not to where someone's like, wow, she accidentally put bronzer all over her nose. I've had that happen actually. It looked like that. So if you ever see me looking like that, just let me know. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so that's the contour. If you want to do your forehead, I'm going to do it just so you can see. I do this sometimes, mostly if I'm like going out somewhere, but I just do it right here at the top. I don't know if this is where you're supposed to do it, but this is what I feel like you would do. Okay, so after I do my contouring, I like to do my blush, and my favorite right now is the Chanel. It's all in French, so I'm not even gonna try this. But the color is Evening Beige, and it looks like this. It's very cute and simple. And then I actually use this brush. Sometimes if I'm doing, oh, there's a fly. Sometimes if I'm doing blush, I'll use the same brush I contoured with, which I also don't think you're supposed to do, but works for me. And I just smile. And just do it right on my cheeks as if I was like blushing, because blush. You know, just to give it a little bit of color so that I'm not washed out. All right, and Chanel obviously is a more expensive brand. Sometimes I also use the Tarte, and the color is Peaceful. It looks like this. It's basically the same shade, just a little bit on the friendlier price scale.
I would blend your blush a little bit.
Oh, is it bad? Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, so I went a little crazy with the blush. So I just am gonna buff it out. All right, so now for highlighter. I actually dropped my Becca highlighter that I normally use, and it shattered everywhere in my sink this morning, which was devastating. But this is one of my other favorites. It's Dose of Color. It's actually the Desi Katie collaboration they did, and the color is Fuego. And this is kind of what it looks like. And I just rub this, and I just dust it along like the upper part of my cheeks, just for like a little glow. And then sometimes I'll just take my finger, dab it in, and I'll just do the center of my nose like this, in between like where I did the contour, and then on my lips right here. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm going to, what's my next step in my daily? I should really get this off before it makes a mess. Okay, so now we're gonna do eyebrows. I never realized how important eyebrows were until I had someone fill them in, because I've always thought like, I have eyebrows, I don't need to fill them in. It makes a big difference. If you have naturally lush eyebrows, congratulations. I tweezed mine into a thin line when I was about a freshman in high school, and I don't think they've ever been the same, so I have grown accustomed to filling them in. And so I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Brow Powder Duo, and the color is Taupe. And I'm very low on the side that I need, but I'm gonna scrape around the edges for this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a run soon for that. And then I use this is just the Sephora brow brush. This is gonna be, I'm gonna actually bring in my close mirror. And so I just do along the top. And I like the powder because it keeps it a little more natural and not so harsh, like sometimes you see it, it looks like a Sharpie, like a brown Sharpie was used. I don't love that look for myself. So I keep it a little more I feel like I can have a little more control with the powder. And so I just kind of go in the places where it's not super full. I don't like to overdo it because I do have semi-naturally thick brows. And so I feel like I can do a little and it still makes an impact without looking like I've overdone it. And also one of my favorite things for brows, I don't know if I brought it. Oh, it's these shapers. So instead of tweezing, I hate tweezing. It hurts me so bad, my eyes. I feel like I get done with one and then I'm like, I can't do another, it's too painful. But this is just like a little razor and it just like shaves the hair off. Really handy if you don't like tweezing, but don't go crazy because that can go south really fast. I have trouble matching my eyebrows, I'm not gonna lie. Some days they're better than others. I totally believe that you can have a good eyebrow day. It's like a good hair day. And you can do everything the exact same, and then some days it's just not working. It's really hard. I mean, my eyebrows are different shapes. I feel like most people have different shaped eyebrows. I'm gonna try and do it on this one so I can get a good look. See, like that does not look even. That's okay. I'm just gonna match them up. So once I get the eyebrows as even as I can get them during the day, sometimes I just lose patience and I'm like, it's fine. Everyone has a uneven eyebrow, and I don't know if that's true or if it's just something I've told myself to make me feel better. Now I'm moving on to the eyes, and I've always kind of struggled with the eyes because I feel like my eyelids are really small. So when I watch other makeup tutorials, they do things that I'm like, I don't know if I have enough room to do all that. So I keep it very simple in my eyes because, first of all, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't even know if I use the right brushes. So instead of eyeliner, I'll do eyeshadow under my eyes. So I like the Tarte Toasted palette, and I normally will use, like this bronzy orangey color just to kind of offset the blue of my eyes. And it also isn't like harsh, you know, it kind of keeps it more of a neutral tone. And this, I learned this because I think Emma or someone did a makeup on me one time, and I got home from an event and my eyes were so blue. I was like, oh, I like that. So I realized that this warmish, almost rustic color kind of brings out the blue in my eyes. I feel like I got some residual. Okay, and then if I want to lighten up a little bit under my eyes, I'll just do another, like a lighter color, like this one, it's Latte. I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. This is so interesting, trying to teach people how to do makeup when I don't really know. Okay, so next I'm doing my eyeshadow, and this is the brush I use. Like I said, don't know. It's a tapped blending brush from Sigma Beauty. And I normally will start with a lighter color just all over the lid, and just as like a base. Okay, so the next part I normally will do either this Latte color or the Simmer, this one next to it. So I'll start with the Latte, and I just kind of do it like right under where normal people have a crease, and I have one, but it's not as obvious as most people's because my eyelids are smaller. So I'll just kind of do it on the lower part of my lids. And then I'll come in with either like a shimmery color and kind of go like the corners right here just to brighten it up a little bit. And then if I really get wild and want to add a little more dimension, I'll do like this sunset color. It's kind of a darker shimmer. And just blow it off a little bit and just do kind of the edges. So it's more just like a simple, it's nothing intense or dramatic, just pretty basic. And I basically use the same tones, basically use all the same tones all around. Definitely use an eyelash curler. I have really thick lashes, like I have a ton of them, but they're really short and stubby, so I definitely need this. And you just gotta go in, make sure you don't pinch yourself because that will ruin your day, for sure. And it's not, you know, not worth having a ruined day over a pinched eyelid. Okay, so after I do this, moving on to mascara. So when it comes to mascaras, I have a few favorites. I love trying new mascara, so I'm open to suggestions if you have any favorites. I love Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's dirty, of course. And I love, this is the, I can't even read. Oh, it's the Stila, and it's the huge, I don't even know. It's like so worn out. Something huge, maybe huge lashes, I don't know. And then this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. So I kind of just like to layer them. I normally start with the Stila one, and I just go in and kind of blink a lot, make sure I cover all of them. I find mascara to be really hard because to do it without getting it everywhere is a true accomplishment. And I love having lash extensions because you always look like you're done and you don't have to put mascara on. But man, oh shoot, I don't have any Q-tips. I have to go in here and see if I can buff that. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so after I do the first layer, I kind of let it sit for a second, and then I do the Better Than Sex, which is kind of just a lot of volume. It's a little bit thicker, I think. That's what it feels like. I don't know. I'm like acting like I'm like a mascara expert. And then I just do a second layer. I don't really have the patience to do, you know, a lot, but I like to layer it a little bit. And then if I really want a third, I'll do this one, but I'm gonna skip that today. Cause oh my gosh, I just got makeup everywhere from this thing. Just gonna wipe it off with my already dirty beauty blender. Don't worry, we've got this cleanup on aisle 3. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, my face is done, I go to lips. Lips are actually one of my favorite parts of the process because it just like ties it all together and finishes it up. So lately, I recently ordered the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil, and it's Lip Cheat, and it's a reshape and resize lip liner, and the color is Iconic Nude. And so I just kind of go over, and I go all over my lip with this. And you know, you can make your lips a little bit fuller if you want. That's why it's called the Lip Cheat and Resize, reshape and resize. Okay, and then I have the Charlotte Tilbury, I have the Kim KW, and I have the Live It Up. So the Kim KW is a little more of a nude, super pretty. And then if I want to add a little more color, like a pink depth, I'll just put this in the middle, the Live It Up. And that just gives it like a little brighter pink touch. So yeah, that's pretty much all I do. I normally will have a setting powder. I use the Makeup Forever, the loose white powder, and that's what I set it with, but I forgot that. I don't have it in here, I don't think. In my big bag of treats, I seem to have forgotten it. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It takes me about maybe 15 minutes to do my makeup every day. So I just wanted to show y'all since a lot of you ask, and thank y'all for watching. And please comment with things that you like, products that you like and I should try, and other tutorials that you'd like to see, because I am happy to oblige.